Hey, what's up, traders? It's Tuesday, November 8th, 9:09 a.m., 20 minutes to the open here, and here's your morning ideas. Hey, traders, what's going on? We have a market that is today. There's some news out there. We talked about yesterday in the morning ideas that we don't stop trading for the congressional elections. It's just something to keep in mind for today. That the congressional elections will be taking place all day today. If you see something wild going on in the market, anytime there's these like all day news events, another thing that comes to mind is like the Jackson Hole Symposium. Sometimes like in the middle of the day, the market will go crazy out of nowhere. Then it's best to, if you don't know what's going on, to just get out and wait and see and try to figure out what's causing the news move. Not try to say, I'm just going to stay in it because the market's whipping all over the place. Even if you don't know, it's always better to get out. You can always get back in once the market settles down a little bit. With that said, we had this 3820 on our charts for some time because for me, it's the kind of like the over under between the two distributions. And that's exactly where the market got to overnight. If you look here on a bigger picture, what do we do yesterday? In the morning ideas, we opened like right here, right? So this is like 9:30. We were 9:30 is like right here. We did the morning ideas in here somewhere, and I drew this red line. Now I haven't moved that red line. We were looking for some kind of a trend up to take out the overnight high, but eventually we were going to run into 3822 is the number that I have on the chart. We ran into 3822 to the tick yesterday. Now I'm not saying that I'm actually one to say that I don't think that the market cares really about an exact price. I think that there are more areas, but the beauty of trading something thick like the ES is you get better respect of those areas. And we got to the tick to 3822. Now, that line could have been here, 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 here. I just placed it there, and you can see that if I hover my mouse over where that red line is, look at the price on the right, 3822.50. So it almost gets there to the tick, and then overnight we kind of pushed through a little bit. Let me go back to the smaller picture so we can see the overnight session. Sorry, I got to resize this a little bit. Apologize for that. Okay, so in the overnight session, we get back up to yesterday's high. We pushed through a little bit, we pulled back, and then we pushed through again. And now we're trading above that, 38.29 now, 38.30. That's, you can see that we're trying to push into this upper distribution, trying to push through the monthly VWAP. We're trading right on top of the monthly VWAP right now. If the market gets through the monthly VWAP, I would expect it to come into this thick area right here, which ends probably, it's got a really blunt high at 39. It's like 100 points, this range that we're in right here from in this upper distribution. So if we get above the VWAP and into that distribution, what I expect to see is some kind of a choppy behavior on the way to, the second standard deviation on this side, which is 39.44, and eventually the market trying to get up to this other red line up here around 4,000. That's the number I was kind of looking at before the Fed sell-off last week and the non-farm payrolls pushed us lower. I was expecting to see the market trying to push and that kind of be the high up in this 4,000 area. I think that that's still in the cards, but we have to push through VWAP here on the open and get into this upper distribution. If we get into this upper distribution, I believe that we will make a push because this is a really blunt high. You don't see that. You see that you want to see the buyers more tapering off. This to me looks like there's still buyers up here, okay? And so that's what I would be looking for if we could get through this 38. You can see here as I keep pulling out the volume profile, it's really ugly here. We have no real consensus on price. Sure, the VPOC is down here, but you've got these two distributions and they're really ugly profiles. You don't have that nice taper that we like to see in a balanced market. So I think that this market's still trying to figure out where it wants to go. And if we can break through here, I believe that we'll make a run at at least, 3,900. And then if we can get through 3,900, I think 4,000 is in the cards pretty soon. Okay. Some of that depends on what happens in the elections today. And then, of course, the CPI number on Thursday. But that's what I'm looking for. On the downside, if we can't push through here and we see some resistance off of the open, I would be keying, 36.93. So it's almost in 100-point chunks here. And I think that's in the cards too. Even though the volume is pretty low, we may not get it in front of the CPI number again, because people like to, watch their risk a little bit more. Don't want to take a big position in front of such a big number that means so much in this market, right? Those inflation numbers are what's scaring the hell out of everybody. And then, of course, there's a chain reaction there with how the inflation number comes out. Is like, what is the Fed going to do with the rate because of the inflation number? So anyway, that's it for today. Let us know if you guys have any questions. And if you haven't seen it yet, please look at, we released a video about the World Cup promotion that we're running for the next 2 weeks. So go over there and see that. We're really looking forward to that. There's already a lot of people entering, commenting about their team. So watch that video so you know what I'm talking about, and we'll talk to you guys soon.